While U.S. President Joe Biden says every eligible American should be able to sign up for a COVID vaccine by May 1st, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is sticking with his September deadline, even though supplies are ramping up.
I can confirm that Canada will receive at least 1 million Pfizer doses per week from March 22nd to May 10th. 1 million doses of Pfizer alone every 7 days.
Ontario is hoping to vaccinate all adults who want one by summer. But in a last-minute news conference this afternoon, Ontario Government House Leader Paul Callandra seemed to imply the goal might be unattainable.
We have the capacity to do 150,000 shots each day, but we need a steady supply of vaccines to do so. The federal government needs to step up and provide us with clarity on the number of vaccines we are getting and when we can expect to get them. When compared to other countries, we are lagging far behind.
Reporters questioned his facts and his timing.
You called this press conference with less than a half an hour of a warning on a Friday afternoon before constituency week. Very few people are here. I just watched the Minister of Health leave the building a few minutes ago. What is the motive for this meeting?
Yeah, look, again, James, as I said, we've seen how successful that rollout has been at our pharmacy partners. We've seen the excitement around that rollout.
So far, COVID vaccines are only approved for adults, but Chief Public Health Officer Teresa Tam expects trials to begin on younger patients later this year. She says there could be a third wave of pandemic, given the preponderance of COVID variants.
There is increasing strength of evidence to show that the B117 variant, for example, can result in increased mortality and serious, outcomes such as hospitalizations and ICU use. So I think that as we watch this space really carefully, we might just see that in Canada. So we just got to be cautious.
Dr. Zane Chagla told CHCH this morning, we've come pretty far already.
The influenza vaccine was 30 years after the 1918 influenza crisis. This is the first time in history we're stopping a pandemic with a vaccine. You need to reflect on that. It's amazing.
But he says there may be ways to get more mileage out of the vaccines Canada has secured.
Their antibody levels after the first dose for people that have had COVID-19 are the same as people who have had 2 shots who have never had COVID-19. This is really true. I mean, we should be instituting this. That's 500,000 doses for all the Canadians that have had COVID-19 that we can take back and give to people who haven't had COVID-19.
Lisa Hepfner, CHCH News.